Everybody, so today I was going to do a studio tour. It's something that a number of people have asked me about. So I thought I'd give you a little tour around my studio. I used to have a much bigger space, but I actually really like working in a small area because most of my work is done on paper. So this is the room that I work in. I have this lovely view of my property, which is nice. I have a side table, but I'll start with kind of the hub of the studio and then work my way backwards. So this is where I do my drawings. It's an architect's board. I've attached a piece of wood. I've got to throw things around here. I've also got this piece of wood right here, which I can move around to sort of add as a brace when I'm working on things, so I'm not putting my hand on the paper. Most of the time, sometimes I print off pictures like when I do demos, but most of the time I'll just pull it up on my computer, and then I have this secondary monitor that I can move around on my board, which is kind of nice. So there's a picture of Rosario Dawson I had started. I kind of am crazy when it comes to building things. I like to build things that kind of work for my space. So I step back here. This is the table. These actually house all of my pastels, which I sort of keep separated by brand. And then I have the table for my computer. This is an area where I keep all my hand sharpeners, some of my pencils, and then I'll often, if I'm working on pastel, I'll often have them kind of all laid out here, which is nice. I'm going to sit down because this is kind of what I see when I'm working. So these are the main pencils that I use: white charcoal, the ebony, woodless pencils, a couple of other brands, 6Bs and various things. I have an electric eraser there, which I like. And then this is my area of mechanical pencils, Hemingway pencil, Rotring, the old graph gears, etc. So again, sort of always adding on to this stuff, it seems like. Over here I have pencil sharpeners. I do have a couple down there too, which you may or may not be able to see. These are the ones that I use the most. I'm a big sucker for the old Panasonics. They seem to last forever and work forever. But unfortunately you have to buy them used because they haven't made them in about 25 years. This is the new beast that I just bought. I think I just got it last week. It's pretty cool when you start it up, it glows to tell you that it's done. And then just various, random pencils. I buy them by the box full, so just cheapy ones. Some of my woodless, whatever. So all of this stuff, I've got scissors, I've got another electric eraser. All this stuff is kind of within reach when I'm working, which is what I like. And then over here, I have all of my other pencils and things. And some of the other works that I'm working on. I have a TV, which I believe that's The Departed I'm watching for about the 20th time. A lot of times I have sort of a video going rather than listening to music, although I do listen to that with Bluetooth speakers or whatever. A lot of times I like to have noise in the studio, so and I keep these are spare pastel pencils. These are the main pastel pencils that I'm working with, and then these are just random pencils like Color Race and charcoal pencils and that kind of thing. Paper towel. I have like all my watercolor supplies up there and that kind of thing. Sketchbooks, over here I have a computer that I never use anymore. I just haven't figured out what I'm going to use at that space, so I haven't taken it. This is where I take all of my photographs. So the ones that I put on Instagram, as well as, if I'm entering shows or whatever. I have an SLR camera that's in a tripod, and then I have these floodlights. 45-degree angles and then straight down, and it creates a really nice, consistent image. Along this wall, as you can see, I have a few books, art books, as well as sketchbooks. Those are like the top few shelves are mostly sketchbooks, but lots of art books. I have another room where I keep a lot of my other stuff. I have flat files and things like that, but this is sort of the room that I actually work in. My camera equipment for when I work with models and stuff. I again have floodlights and reflectors and things in the other room. Over here is just some of sort of secondary things that I sort of keep. It's a second table. And then over here is where I keep a lot of my pastels that are in progress. So I have sort of 3 that I'm looking at when I'm over here, right? I'll work, and then I can, if there's something like this one that's getting close but it's not quite finished, so I can look back over and kind of think about it. This one still has a long way to go, and that one I think is just about done. And then I also have more, I don't know if you can really see back there, but I have like piles of them back there. And then I have a couple of shelves of art supplies, although a lot of those, honestly, I don't use that much anymore. So I probably should go through them at some point, but you know, we never do, right? So yeah, so that's my studio. Hopefully it was of interest, and if you guys have any specific questions, give me a shout out, and yeah, answer below in the questions, or in the comments rather. Sorry. Thanks very much, and have a great day.